Am I live yet? Let's wait a sec. Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry about that. Ever since I've installed Windows 10, I get these really weird crashes where basically Windows refuses to load anything. And the only way to fix it is just to restart. So I don't know how much everybody missed there, but looks like back up and running. Alright, so anyway, we're going to try to do Lua. Visual Studio is still loading, so I'll just explain. Anyway, what we use for the movement piece, or the piece movement descriptions right now, isn't very easy to read for the program or create for mod editors. I mean, it works fine, but Lua scripts will be much better in both regards, so I'm excited to implement them. Also, I really like Lua, it's a fun language. We'll be using a library called Moonsharp. Somebody basically made the whole Lua, like all of Lua in C#, and so it works great with Unity, and it has some nice extra features that make it easy to interface between Lua and C#. Oh, Visual Studio is taking forever to load. Sorry about that. And Unity won't respond until it's done, so let's see. But it's really pretty easy to implement. Come on, Visual Studio, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, it's almost there. Okay, so yeah, we'll open up. Alright. Open up the bishop movement. My computer's still a bit sluggish because I had to restart everything. Okay, and so as you can see, this is a bit crazy, hard to read. So, and this is just for the bishop, which is a pretty simple piece. It's kind of small. I wonder if it'll let me zoom in, but yeah. Okay, I guess I should start Unity and just make sure we didn't get any corruption. I know it saved everything we were working on. Okay, good, it's still fine. So anyway, what we'll do, let's make another namespace, and we'll just wait, I wanted to do a folder actually. This will be the Lua, and so basically we'll have script controller. Actually, I should probably go in the mods namespace since we already have that. this mod namespace doesn't make a whole lot of sense in general, but it should just be part of the lobby, I think, or logic. So, oops, what's going on here? Okay, so anyway, we have the class controller, or script controller. So public. And so the way that Moonsharp works is you call this do string or do file or whatever, and then it will return the script for you. So it's pretty simple. Let's see, so let's see, start script. And what this will do is it'll start the like the environment that all the scripts will run in. Oops, this is what I'm trying to load. We've got sandboxing. Okay, so basically we'll want private script, and we'll want to implement Moonsharp, or use the Moonsharp. So we got current environment does not equal null. I wonder, does it need to dispose? I guess all we do is just it'll clean itself up. Okay, so current environment equals new script. And we want to add this core modules, and this determines what Lua functions that our scripts can call, which basically we don't want the scripts to have too much control over the user's computer. I mean, because could you imagine all the bad things that could happen if the any script could like load any file and delete the user's files and things like that. So I think this preset soft sandbox will be good enough. Okay, right here. Wait, what is the enumeration? Core modules. So yeah, I'm going to have to be looking at the documentation quite a lot, because I've only played around with Moonscript, well, just last night, or Moonsharp. Alright, so I think that's all we have to do. And then we'll need some script loader here. It'll basically work like this, XML loader. I think it'll be a little easier. But I think, can we reuse this, I wonder? Oh no, because it uses the XML serializer. So we'll need to make some new class here. see, Lua loader. Okay, so model chest mods. I'll just leave that in here. And I'll just copy and paste this because we'll use it as a base. Okay. So we'll probably have other exceptions here. Null file path, missing file. Yeah, IO exception. And then probably syntax exception. So yeah, we won't need the loaded type because we'll just load the Lua file, obviously. So this will just be string. Oh, I don't even know if we need to return any object, really. Let's see, so I guess it always returns a stands for dynamic value, and it's basically a Lua variable, which can be all kinds of things. Alright, so Lua loader. Asset path, don't need this. Hey Storm, I'm doing pretty good, how are you? We're finally moving on to some more modding instead of netcode. Alright, so .lua. Let's see, so I wonder public void. So if I say current environment, so do file. So I wonder what errors this can throw. Oh good, glad to hear it. I guess all I really have to do, so file exists. Okay, so try, say, so loaded, oh wait. We don't need this using anymore. Let me sharp handle that. So loaded object equals script controller. I guess we should have that passed to us. And then this scripts. Okay, we don't need that anymore. Or the serializer. Oops. so script controller or scripts, read file. Okay. Yeah, I guess we should return the dynamic value. Okay, so I think they have error handling. Internal syntax error. This is what I was looking for. I guess we'll have a runtime as well. So we'll catch syntax error exception. And then also catch script runtime exception. Not sure how much this will happen at loading, but so loaded Lua. All right. Debugged us. Oh, I think it's. Yeah, we want Unity Engine debug. Alright. So now we need to go to the mod loader and handle Lua objects. Well, first of all, we should probably figure out how we're going to I'm trying to say how we're going to write down the Lua files in here. So we got the player model. So the behavior should so if we need like a function name here probably. So pawn dot figure movement or something like that. If you ask how I'd make a tic-tac-toe game, would you do it with 2D vectors? You mean like for the graphics? I think that would work pretty well. Or you could use the 2D vectors to keep track of the cell number. Or the cell position, I mean. I'm sure there'd be some 2D vectors involved in it. So I guess I'll need another cache here. It's too bad we couldn't reuse the XML loader, but yeah, cell position, that'd be. I actually have a script I use a lot just for that. This integer vector2. Which is basically just a vector2 or 2D vector, except only allows integers instead of floats. So Lua cache. Okay, so let's see. So there's kind of two ways you can do a Lua script. You can do it, let's see, where is it? Like in this example, the script actually returns the function itself. Or actually it returns a number. That's not the right one. That also returns a number. Right here it returns the function. So in this case, I guess if we leave off this explicit function parameter, then we would just use whatever is returned by the Lua compiler. Right, so how do I want to do this? So we got load XML, we got... So now we need load Lua. And this Lua cache, Lua loader. Okay, so one thing we gotta do is we need to get the private script controller. So scripts equals game link game components get component, or just get script controller int component keys. Okay, so Lua scripts. And here we call scripts start script environment. And then we'll also want, oh no, if there's an error we'd want to clear the script environment. So, well, I guess we'll just let the mod loading screen take care of that. So why is that? Oh, because I didn't change the name. So start load Lua. Okay, and then if Lua cache. So we need to change this a little bit, kind of like what we do here. So we'll change this to last dot index. And then this will be rename script name. And then this would be function name, but only if last dot index is greater than or equal to 0. How do you initialize a 2D vector? I think English is called matrix. Oh, yeah, let's see. So in C#, you would have, yeah, it's like that. And then, yeah, matrix is what one way to call it, or a 2D array is what they usually call it in programming. So it would be, and then you'd say new int, and then you'd put the how big you want it to be. In C#, there's another way to do it also, that you can do it like this. They're pretty much the same, so it's just whatever you prefer. So if Lua cache contains script, so the asset path, I don't need this. Okay, so the asset path is just what's, yeah, right there. Script name. Oops. So we only need to load the actual script, even if they have different function names. So we got Lua loader. Why the int comma? Let's see. Technically, so if you have something like this, how would I say this? Oh, you can't put a number at the beginning. So array 2D. And then this is actually array of arrays, if that makes sense. So this one is more like a matrix, while this one is more like an array of arrays. They're functionally the same, but the programming language is a little different. So equals new. And then you could set, let's see, equals 7, for example. Whereas if you initialize this array of arrays, it would go like this. And then you'd have to do for int I equals 0, I less than 3. And then array of arrays, I equals new. So if that makes sense. And then you would just set the same thing equals 7. So this and this are identical, but it just depends what is easier for you to use. Anyway, so we got Lua loader. Oops. So what do we? Yeah, we need to send the script class, also mod path, and it's actually the script name. So I guess we'll just have to hold on to the function name for later. So loading Lua. Lua cache. Alright, so I guess I hope you got this code. So don't need that actually. The difference between C and C# is order of things, and less words and reserved words. Yeah, pretty much. Well, there are other differences, like just convenience things, like C# has automatic garbage collection. You don't ever work with pointers, and it's has a lot more strict rules when it comes to inheritance and interfaces and things like that. But yeah, the basic syntax and things is not a whole lot different. So I gotta add one more thing here for each. Cache values. So we got Lua loader. so how will I do this? Let's see. I guess yeah, we'll want to just have references to the functions we'll call for the scripts. So okay, so wait, I don't want to go to the dictionary definition. I want to go to this. We've got public dictionary. I think it's called a closure. Or yeah, we want string then closure. Lua functions. So C is the most difficult language to start. It is pretty difficult. I can think of more difficult, but for example, yeah, COBOL's one, older languages, and then of course assembly, but that goes without saying. So Lua functions, new. After you learn C, you'll be able to learn languages easily. Well, for the most part, I would say yeah. But you'll learn a lot of things in C that you won't need to in more modern languages. Because like I said, like in C#, there's no pointers and you don't have to worry about cleaning up garbage yourself. Okay, so how do I do this? Maybe in the Lua loader I'll keep a list of functions. So private list string functions, and we can add to it as needed. So this. What more languages do I know? Oh, garbage. Okay, well let me explain the garbage first. Like right here, when you create a new object like this list, for example, it creates a reference to it and the compiler has to keep track of it. But say for example, later on I set functions to null, like that, and so then you don't need this script anymore. And older languages like, oh, you don't need this reference anymore. So in older languages like C, you would have to go and what they call destroy the reference to this list yourself, or your computer would basically start to run out of memory because it'd be all the memory would be taken by these objects that aren't used anymore. While newer languages like C# do that for you. And what languages do I know? Well, the ones I use the most are C#, Java, Lua. I also know C++. I've done a little C. There are some other more kind of different languages like Haskell, Lisp. There are probably some others I'm forgetting, but okay, good. I'm glad I explained that. Okay. Oh, Python, yeah. I have used Python before. Also Ruby. And I guess SQL if you would consider that its own language. Okay, so let's do this a little differently. So we got Lua, loader. So we'll do if not Lua cache. Try get value. Okay, and then loader functions add function name. Oh, I commented that out. Never heard of it. SQL is like, I guess kind of a language that you use to interface with like databases. Okay, so got the asset name. Let's change this to script name, and then the Lua loader. So unable to load Lua file. Okay, no problem. State success. Alright, so if this works and we want to try and get every function that we need. So for each function name and loader functions. I guess what I should do. I wonder if this would let us just add strings. Okay, I know what I'll do here actually. Where was I? Moddable. Okay, so if can't use a dot for the function name, so down here. So if you want to get the actual return value, we'll just I'll use that dot as to reference that. Have I worked in Dev C++? I'm not sure if it's different or how it's different than normal C++, but okay, so we got if function name equals dot, then mod dot Lua functions. So this will just be the script name, just nothing else. Equals, let's see, loader, loaded object, closure? How do I get this? Function? Yeah. That's correct, right? And then otherwise you get mod dot Lua functions, string format, script. Oh wait, that's not how I do it. Script name and function name equals so this would actually be in the global namespace, which I guess is fine. We should probably throw an error. I'll do that in a second. So what we do is scripts get global function name dot function. Alright, so we need to generate this. And then go to definition. So public, and we'll return a dynamic value. Name. And we return current environment get. Does that not work? I thought that was how it did it. Oh, globals, then get name function. Oh wait, we don't. Yeah, just do that. And yeah, we should make sure also. Where is that mod deep loader? Okay, so we should actually just cache the dynamic value. And maybe the string. So here the cached name equals the script name, and the dynamic value equals this. Just copy and paste this because I forgot that we need to make sure that there's actually a function stored in this value. Okay, so if dynamic value dot type equals data type function, then we're all good. So mod Lua functions cached name equals dynamic value dot function. Otherwise, we'll need to throw an error. What would we say here? So Lua function or expected Lua function at okay, and so then we call the cached or send the cache name. Right. So I think that's all we need to do for loading Lua functions. So let's see what else. At the mod loading screen. So right when we exit to the lobby, I need to go ahead and close the scripts. So we do game components get script controller. Oops. Keys Lua scripts, and then clear. And then we'll just set the current environment to null, which I guess that will clean up everything. Someday you're gonna learn C# and make a game. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. It does take some practice, but I believe you'll be able to make your wish a reality. So, we've got two. Okay. So let's go to the piece behavior here. This is the mod piece behavior, so basically we don't need this at all anymore. So let's see. Table of contents. Got the name. Public bool. I'll just move all that information we had in here, and then can promote to, and then let's have string move option function. Repeat, what? Oh, I just said I believe you'll be able to make your wish a reality. Or are you talking about something else? So yeah, we don't need these move tables or any of this. I won't delete it, I'll just set it as obsolete. Okay, and then so the mod deep loader. Support setup. We should probably make this a Lua script as well. Oh, I just didn't hear it because of your talk. Alright, no problem. Let's focus on this, the piece movement for now. What kind of dog do you have? Right, so this is start load Lua, and we got folder piece. Let's see, move option function. Yeah, that's what we want. And then it's base name plus move option function. Oh, okay, well, no problem. Alright, so what else do we have? I guess this, yeah, this would be a string. Because it'd be the piece name. Okay. Oh, Labrador Retriever, yeah, those are very cute. Great dogs, I think. Oh, you have two, even better. Let's see. What was I doing? Right, translator. So translate, yeah, promotions afterwards because we gotta load all the pieces first. Oh wow, big difference. I think it's always fun to get a puppy with an older dog, because they just always act so funny together, in my experience. guess. I'll go a little over since I had that crash. So we got... So really we don't have this piece of behavior at all anymore. It's just the table of contents piece. Oh, the young one bites everything. Yeah, I think about 8 months is they get. I think that they've already gotten all their teeth, but yeah, all my dogs around that age, but like love to chew. Right, so let's see. I guess I'll change this to table of contents. What was the table of contents piece called? Oh, is this piece? And yeah, we don't need XML object. So it's just loaded, table of contents, pieces, piece index. Yeah. Luckily, they're both older now, so we've mellowed out a bit. Okay, so is king. That's correct. So we don't need this good definition. All this could be obsolete as well. And we'll change the... Okay, that's the old one. Where's the piece? This is what I was looking for. Okay, so I'll leave the movement data in there so we won't get a ton of errors. Oh, they won't even... I was gonna serialize field, but I doubt I'll serialize the Lua function. Movement function. Well, I'm about to leave, so I just got about 5 more minutes. So you won't miss much if you need to go to bed. Let's see, what do I just want to try and finish up this little dot over here. This move type. Alright. Don't need any of this. Or translate move table. Well, I'm glad we don't need that anymore. Do you stream on the weekends? Usually not. Although I've been wanting to do like some older games, so I don't know if I'd be able to fit them in. So LPB. Yeah, we do the promotions later, so move, or what is it, the function? Oh, I forgot to create the accessor. Oh, I just added that, that's fine. And this will equal the loaded Lua functions, and then mod piece dot, oops, what was it, move option function. Okay, I think that's all I have to do. can't I stream a bit earlier? Oh, I usually start around 4 p.m. for me, so it's about 2 hours earlier than this. But today I had a crash, so had to start up again in the middle. Alright, what's this? Alright, it's doing the promotions. I think I've got all this set up. I mean, there's really nothing that can go wrong with this movement function because the loader already took care of everything. No, I don't think so. Maybe it's 10, I don't know exactly. Yeah, 6 is when it ends. Like it's 6:09 right now, so I guess if it's midnight where you are, then I would start at 10 for you. Yeah, my computer, ever since I updated to Windows 10, it just randomly crashes. I don't really know what the deal is. It doesn't happen very often, but piece behavior refers to non-existent piece. What is this P? Oh, I already have that. P. Alright, so name, piece promotion. Alright, any other errors in here? Oh, a computer crash. Like, I got a blue screen on Windows. Luckily, it ain't nothing, nothing bad like that. Yeah, I thought it could be drivers or virus. I've scanned, like it's been happening for over a year, so I guess not over a year because I didn't update to Windows 10 a year ago, but it's happened at least since last summer. Alright, well I guess we're at a good stopping point. So tomorrow I think we'll actually be able to test some scripts. But yeah, so I guess yeah, I think I do start at 10, so maybe try to see if I'm online then tomorrow. I plan to be, so hope to see you there. Yeah, I thought it could be a RAM error, but I don't know, it's just weird. It's hard to explain. Maybe I can explain it more tomorrow, but yeah, I've got to get going. Yeah, maybe I will do another RAM check. I think I have a program to do it. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow hopefully. Alright, bye-bye.